Hello, friends. How are you?
Hey.
It's Thursday today, kind of a special occasion because we had to push the regular update. But it's still the two Ondrejs. I think it's gonna
We
stay
made
like
it,
that for a while.
hopefully.
But we've been busy with conferences and had to have some vacation plan as well. So it's just a work-life balance, you know. That's what we do at Kontent.ai. But let's start with what's new. So we mentioned conferences. We've been at NDC Oslo. We've been at React Summit in Amsterdam. How did you like the conferences, Ondrej?
Yeah, it was really great to see the Oslo for the first time from the conference hall, to be honest. But the NDC itself was pretty huge. It was really well organized. Even the booth system was pretty great. We met a lot of interesting people. It was really great to see people still using .NET as the main platform. So this is great.
Well, from my point of view, it was really amazing to have very quality conversations with people. Because even at NDC, there were a lot of front-end engineers using React or Angular, and I kind of like Angular because of .NET, obviously, because of the structure. And Amsterdam is always fun. We've been working with GitNation for a while, and the conferences is also very well organized, and the people were amazing. So it was a busy 2 weeks, I would say. We've had many conversations, but we're getting back to the business as usual, I think, and we've got a lot of updates for this month. We actually now are thinking about making it every 2 weeks, right? Because we have so many things, we have to kind of prioritize all the things. But yeah, right now we don't have any other conferences planned for summer, I think. The first one would be Web Summer Camp in Croatia. Yeah, that's at the end of August. But we'll get to that in the next updates. So let's jump to the first topic, and I think that's portable text. Now,
Yes.
do you want to introduce what portable text is?
Yeah, so as you probably saw, we had we still have multiple packages for JavaScript resolution for the rich text. So we have one package for Gatsby, one for React itself, one for Vue.js, and all of them are doing basically the same job. So we're trying to find some standard to standardize the rich text representation. So we started with a JSON transformer, which is basically a transformer that is able to get the HTML from our delivery output and transform it into the tree of JSON that you can use anywhere you want. So this is our own tree defined like that. You will see the link in the description, of course. And we moved it a little bit further, and we are able to make another transformer that is able to transform into the portable text standard. This standard is basically an interoperable representation of the rich text. So you should be able to resolve rich text from any sources if the platform offers this structure or this form of the representation. So it's basically another type of JSON. It's more flat. It's basically a list of blocks, and in blocks you have marks, and then you can use various open source tools to resolve it into the React component, Vue.js components, or whatever you need, or even like the other type of non-JavaScript outputs like PDFs or stuff like that.
This is amazing. I've already used it on one project. There is also a workshop that I did for a React Summit, which the link is going to be down in the video description. This is amazing because it means that when you get the text into a port or rich text data into portable text, you no longer need to worry about turning that into the components on your target platform, because even if you switch the CMS or you switch the target platform, you just need to have another package, right?
Yeah.
And it does everything else for you automatically. So I really like this initiative, yeah, it definitely makes our lives as developers easier.
Yeah, currently the package itself, it's in the experimental mode because we are trying to get as much feedback as possible, but the plan is to replace all the packages that I mentioned for the specific frameworks just to this one with a lot of examples. And in Ruby, you can see the examples currently for plain HTML and React, but we already tested out the Vue.js, Astro, Gatsby, and these kind of, I would say, well-known or big frameworks that people are using all around.
Perfect. Now I think that we can move on to the next topic, which is, I think, the .NET models.
Yes, let's switch to the .NET.
.NET models were always there, but now we've actually enhanced them based on the limitations that are in the CMS. So can you describe that in a more detail?
Yeah, if you're using a delivery API, you will just get the base information about the models, so the name of the elements and what type of what's their type, and that's basically it. So we're not really flexible in generating models using just the delivery API. Now, if you provide a management API key to the generator, it will use the information that management API provides, like the limitation, especially the limitation. And next to your, let's say, generic model that you can still use and customize as you want, you will get another partial class. So it won't break your code, it will be just another addition. And it will use the limitations that are being specified. So if there is a single type defined in the limitation, you won't get the enumerable of iContent item, but you will get the one item of the specific type. Like in this use case, it's one article. And the same works if you have the single type allowed to at most one, as well as if you have one type but multiple entries allowed in your content model. So then you don't really need to write it for your own. You just generate it project-wise, and it works. It works out of the box. And if you don't use them during the compilation, it's thrown away. So you won't get your package grow.
Yeah. I think I used to do this even in the past, but I had to do it manually.
Yes, it was possible, but you had to do it manually.
So this is cool that you can get it generated. Of course, in terms of previews, you have to solve the cases when nothing's there, because obviously preview doesn't apply the same rules. But yeah, this is nice.
Yeah, that's why we basically decided to split it out, not just to replace the generated properties.
Yeah.
Because you still have a preview that doesn't really need to respect the limitation if you are doing the drafts. So you still can use the let's say original one.
Cool. All right, so I think we can move on. The next topic are migrations. Am I right?
Yes, we have released the various features in the Kontent.ai, like timestamp instead of the number in the order. But now we released the rollback script. So now you can run the migration from the first one to the last one, or just some ranges. And now you can even switch the direction. So you can move back in time. It's really helpful if you're developing something. So the normal flow is like, you try to clone your environment, you try to write your migration, and if it fails or you make some mistakes in the code, you will do it again. So you just clone the environment and try to fix the error and try to run it again, which can be really time consuming. If you're cloning the big environment, it can take a little bit of time. So now you can just run the migration. If it fails, you can just run the rollback script, and you can do it in the multiple batches. So you can just you can start jumping from the, let's say, some checkpoints.
Right. Now this is great. This always reminds me of Entity Framework and the database migrations. This was so helpful that you could go forward and backward. So yeah, I'm really excited to see this.
Yeah, like if you take a look to the last features that we did in the Kontent.ai, it's really we really got the inspiration of that. So even the timestamps as well as the rollback and run migration or the direction, it's being there just because it was fun. It was really good to use.
Cool. It sounds really good. And the next topic I think on the list is more content related, and that's Brian McKeever's Content Rocks, right?
Yes. To be honest, I didn't have time to take a look at these, so maybe it would be nice to get a little peek from you, because you're in the really good contact with Brian. It's his Kontent.ai MVP.
Yeah, honestly, I've only looked myself at the one that is related to Jamstack with Andy Thompson, which was very interesting because it kind of confirmed what I see in the field as well. I still have the other two lined up on YouTube, but as there were multiple conferences, we have to focus on that.
And even if you take a look to the release dates,
Yeah.
Brian's cadence is getting higher and higher.
Yeah,
It's
he's
like
he's
once in 2
amazing.
weeks,
Yeah. I always ask him like, where does he get the time? And he always just smiles and laughs, and I don't know how to explain to him that this is not a joke. I really want to know.
Yeah.
But anyway, I would really recommend all of these because I was trying to prioritize which one to promote, but it's just impossible because Brian is such a nice host that he always makes it feel like you're with him having a pint of beer, and it doesn't really feel like a technical podcast. So I would definitely recommend all of those. Yeah, just want to put it out there. If you're having a coffee break or something, then this is definitely something you might want to check out.
So the first one was about the digital experience community with Akshay, right?
Yeah.
The second one was connecting Figma with Kontent.ai with a real content plugin.
Yeah.
And that was with the creator, I guess, right? Ondrejs. I think they are the creators of the integration.
Yeah.
Right, and the last one you already mentioned.
Last one, is with Andy. Yeah. By the way, there's also a Jamstack survey being published this week. I think it already was published yesterday.
Yeah.
So that might be also something for you guys to check if you're into Jamstack or into front-end frameworks, because the term Jamstack is kind of shying away.
Yeah.
So you might want to check out that. Yeah, exactly. So you might want to check that out as well. And we can move to the next topic, which is the IMTech meetup.
Sure.
I think IMTech meetup was 2 days ago, 6th of June. It was about accessibility. Now, this is something that I think we should all watch. If there is this is a topic that's always talked about, that's always being prioritized, but we hardly ever find time to actually implement these improvements. So I think that this is always nice to learn something new and see what are the quickest wins in terms of accessibility that we can apply to our websites, right?
Yeah, sometimes you can just apply a new library or the component library that already solves these issues. So I really recommend to take a look at the recording itself. As usual, you have these little handles so that you can switch in between the presentation, so you don't really need to watch it in one shot. Yeah. You can just watch one, then the second one, and you don't really need to take a look at it.
I think your Wi-Fi is not too strong.
Yeah, this always happened. So I will just close the YouTube for now. So
that's okay.
You will have the link in the description.
Yeah, exactly. We'll share the link below. And I think that this concludes the update, doesn't it?
Yes, I think we were able to handle it under 10 minutes. No.
13. No, like we'll try better next time, guys, but no promises. Yeah. Anything else to add?
I think see you guys in a month, right?
Yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be summer, so we'll see about vacations. But we'll try to make the same date as always. This is the first Monday of the month.
Yes, or so maybe we will just do the announcement and postpone it a bit if either one of us is in the vacation.
Yeah, or I'll just let Ondrej handle it all. We'll see how that'll go.
I will do the Ondrejs live by myself.
Yeah, you could do both sides, and you could do 2 recordings and put it into one.
Yeah, I will do the mirroring.
I've seen people doing that very successfully on Instagram. So
yeah, and TikTok is full of these.
Cool. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next month.
Bye.
Bye.